She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain, Part 12, Chapter, The Cat and Mouse Dynamic. This section explores the strategic use of absence and presence, a psychological dance designed to solidify your value and trigger a man's instinctive fear of loss. Mastery of this technique ensures that you are never perceived as a constant, mundane background element, but rather as a precious and exhilarating event in his life. The power of strategic absence. This second pillar of high-level seduction is the cat and mouse technique, a sophisticated maneuver that leverages the biological principle of intermittent reinforcement. While emotional swings focus on shifting your internal mood, cat and mouse focuses on your physical and digital presence. The goal is to create a cycle of abundance followed by a sudden, unexplained vacuum. In the psychology of desire, scarcity creates value. By strategically withdrawing your presence, you force a man to transition from consuming your energy to actively craving it, thereby strengthening his emotional and mental investment in the relationship. The saturation phase, building the peak. Success in this practice requires a foundation of high-intensity positive emotion. You begin by saturating his life with your presence, becoming a source of laughter, vibrant flirting, and deep sensory connection. Whether through a series of engaging dates or a day of domestic bliss, you create a holiday atmosphere where he feels exceptionally seen and desired. This phase triggers a surge of oxytocin and dopamine in his brain, making him physically and psychologically accustomed to the high of your company. He becomes conditioned to expect this abundance, effectively lowering his guard and increasing his dependence on the joy you provide. The vanishing act, creating the emotional vacuum. The mouse must disappear exactly when the cat is most satisfied. At the peak of this positive saturation, you must execute a strategic withdrawal. In the early stages of dating, this might manifest as a brief hiatus in communication, or a night where you are suddenly unavailable. In long-term relationships, where physical proximity is constant, you must create a physical exit. Whether it is a solo day at the spa, a weekend retreat with relatives, or a mountain hike with a community of like-minded individuals, your absence must be absolute. The key is to leave him in a state of positive shock. He was enjoying the celebration, and suddenly, the celebration is over. The psychology of reflection and reevaluation. When you vanish, you trigger the Zeigarnik effect, the human mind's inability to ignore an unfinished task. Alone with his thoughts, the man begins to reflect. Why did the music stop? What happened to the energy that made me feel so alive? This period of silence allows him to experience the reality of life without your influence. In this vacuum, his mind will inevitably magnify your best qualities, transforming his appreciation into a deep, visceral need. This is the moment where he reevaluates your importance. He realizes that your presence is not a given, but a privilege. The sovereign exit. It is vital to execute this withdrawal without drama or conflict. Never disappear with a cold "I need to be alone," which can trigger defensiveness or resentment. Instead, frame your absence as a natural extension of your rich, sovereign life. You are not running away from him, you are simply moving toward your own interests. This reinforces the image of you as a high-value woman with her own secret style and independent world. By the time you return, the cat will have spent his energy searching for you, making your reappearance a triumphant and deeply rewarding reunion. Discover the secrets to nurturing your lifestyle and love style at Wish for Love. The electronic version of all chapters from the full book She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain can be found at wishforlove.org.